Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest, Mr. Blaze Merchant. Can you say hello? Bounce, bounce, bounce. I thought he was a fitting guest for today's video because I wanted to talk about life with two babies and how it's changed or how it's stayed the same and kind of what it's like now to have two babies in the house. So get in your cozy blankie and settle in, and we're gonna talk about kids and babies and life and what it's like having two of them. So I would say the first way that having two kids is different would just be the time, the amount of time that it takes to get ready. And I knew that was coming. I wasn't like blindsided by that. When you have friends that also have two kids, or your parents have more than two children or more than one child, you kind of get to talk to them about what it's going to be like to have two babies. So I wasn't surprised by that transition, but I just, until you have more than one child, or even when you go to have your first child, you have to make that adjustment to how much time it's going to take to get out the door. I think about it all the time. Like, I have to plan shopping trips, or like, you can't just get in your car and go to the store and hop out of the car and run in and get something and run out. It doesn't work like that anymore. So now if I have to go get something, like, I usually don't go out just to get one thing. I have to like strategically plan my outings. Hi. You looking at me? I have to strategically plan my errands and stuff to get a lot of things done at once. Or sometimes if I see something that I need, but I wasn't gonna get it till the next week, but I'm in that store now, I'm just gonna get it because it's not worth having to go back. It's really not. Joseph's pretty good about, he really wants to walk. Joseph really wants to walk on his own in stores, and he hates sitting in the grocery cart. And he does a pretty good job of like staying with me and not touching stuff most of the time, but it slows us down. So if I need to like get in and get out really fast, I have to be able just to like put them both in a cart, go in there and get out. And I go to Dollar Tree a lot, and their shopping carts are tiny. And so like his car seat barely fits in the shopping cart. You can't fit anybody else in the shopping cart. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I've actually come to find that putting Joseph in my Ergo Baby on my back, and then having him in his car seat and putting stuff all around him in the shopping cart, that has been the best way, because Joseph can't go anywhere, but he gets to move more. Like, he gets to kind of see where I'm walking, and he's not like stuck sitting somewhere. And then Blaze usually just sleeps, because he's sort of at that age where he'll just like sleep or just chill out in his car seat. So that's worked out pretty well. But yeah, I would say the number one thing that has changed with having one versus two children is the amount of time it takes to do things. I thought it took a while with one baby, but the idea of just getting to like take the car seat out and go, like, that seems so much faster than having to get the car seat, or having to like go get the shopping cart, get him in the shopping cart, and then get Joseph out and unclip him out of his car seat and get him in the shopping cart, and make sure I have the diaper bag and the keys and a phone. And it's an adventure, you guys. It really is. I would say the second thing that changed from having one to two children was coming to peace with where I'm at with my body right now. That first time, it always blindsides you. You know, you don't know what it's like. It's not like we walk around all the time like showing our stomachs to other people, like, this is what it's gonna look like when you have kids. You know, so you don't, it's a person's body. You don't know what it really looks like, and we don't see women's postpartum bodies very much in society. If you see a bikini ad or an ad for clothes, it's usually a model that probably hasn't had kids, or, you know, has had work done or whatever. I think the clothing industry is doing better with showing real people's bodies, but we still have to go a long ways, and it's very new that you're seeing real people in pictures of clothing being sold. So for the most part, you don't see normal looking people. You especially don't see people that have gone through the changes that inevitably happen when you have a baby. So it just catches you off guard, even if you know it's coming, even if you know your body's going to change. I definitely felt like I lived more in like a world of denial, like, oh, it's not going to change that much, or like, we'll just see what happens when my body changes. I'm not really going to think about how I'm going to cope with that. And so I didn't really try to prepare myself because I didn't know what was coming. It did blindside me a lot. Like, I gained a lot more weight than I had planned to, or was probably healthy to, with my first baby, with Joseph. And then afterwards, I didn't have a lot of very healthy habits and wasn't moving around a lot, wasn't really eating healthy food, and just wasn't fueling my body correctly. I didn't feel good, and I didn't feel good in my body. I didn't think I looked very good. And so my self-esteem took a hit for sure. And I didn't feel like wearing pretty clothes, and I didn't feel really like putting on makeup or just doing things that I had enjoyed doing before, like in college, to make myself feel pretty. The second time around, not only did I have a better expectation of what it was going to be like, what my body was going to go through, and my body it was already postpartum by the time I got pregnant again. You know, like, I was only 9 months postpartum when I got pregnant with Blaze. So I was still in that whole flux of body changes anyway, that I thought, like, who cares? I'm already here. Stuff's already crazy. My body's already like changing all the time. So it doesn't really matter. I'm already here. I've kind of come to peace with it, and it's okay. I am more than my body. My soul and my mind is really what's the most important thing. And this is just a vehicle that's getting me through life. And if it can get me through life happily and healthily, that's all that I really pray for and that I really want. That's not to say that I still have moments now as a mama of two. You know, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh boy, stuff has just really changed. This is interesting. It's more like almost a point that I just laugh about now. Like, I see my body and I think, wow, you have really gone through some stuff. Everything is just like very stretchy and malleable, and you know, it just is different now. My body moves differently, it acts differently, but it's healthy and it's strong for the most part, and I have so much to be thankful for with my body. So I can't complain. I think when I think about what my body could be, or what my body could be going through, that a lot of people have to go through, compared to just like some stretch marks and stretchy skin and wider hips and all these other things that come with having babies. I have a lot to be thankful for. It's been a long journey to get to that point, and I still am daily working on viewing my body in a healthy, grateful way, but I feel much more at peace now than I've ever felt before. So that's really good. I would say the third thing, excuse me, no! He pooped. I literally just changed him. There we go. Well, no, that happens no matter if you have 1 or 10 babies. They will be wet like he was, and then you'll go to get them changed and they'll be all fresh and clean, and you'll have a brand new diaper on and a brand new outfit on. Like, he's been wearing this outfit for probably about as long as I've been filming this video, and he pooped and it's all up his back, and now, ding, outfit done. What in the world, friend? Why did you do that to me? You think you can get through the rest of this video with poopy diaper? You might go more, so we're just gonna let you chill for a minute and see if there's anything else that needs to come out, okay? The third thing about having a second baby is I'm amazed at how much more my heart can grow. It's cool seeing new life happen again. You know, you experience it for the first time with your first baby. I feel like I could enjoy it more the second time because I wasn't asking myself so many questions, and I wasn't doubting myself as much, and I wasn't trying to figure out, like, am I supposed to feed him now? Is he supposed to sleep now? Is he supposed to play now? What does this mean? What does this sound mean? What does this rash mean? What time of day is it? How do I do chores? How do I take care of this baby? How do I keep up my social life? How do I, you know, sustain any sort of like intellectual growth in between all of these things? I felt like I had kind of worked through some of those things becoming a first-time mama. And so the second time around, I could enjoy having this baby and just watching him and just experiencing him grow and not questioning myself so much or having to figure out just like the little daily details of what I needed to do as a mama. So that's been really cool. And I feel like because of that, my emotional capacity has grown a lot more with this baby. I cry a lot more easily, I feel like, and I get scared a lot more easily. I can't really watch scary movies at all anymore, even if they have nothing to do with babies or children or parents or whatever. But I feel like I'll just cry a lot more easily, or something will hit me really emotionally, and it just sort of like sets me off in a good way, in a like emotional, happy way. We were at a Christmas parade on Saturday, and Joseph was sitting like on the end of the stroller, and he's leaning over, you know, to watch the parade coming down the street. And it was like our local college's marching band. They're playing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Joseph just started dancing in such a funny, adorable way. And I'm videotaping him dance and watching him get super excited about the marching band. And I instantly like had that like ugly cry moment for a second. Hang on, are you leaking more? Okay, no, I think we're good. It just hit me like, oh my goodness, my little boy is dancing to a marching band at a Christmas parade, and just imagining how he was feeling at that moment and thinking about how excited I was as a little girl to have my own babies and bring them to Christmas parades. It was just a really special moment. Daily life is full of those moments if you kind of keep your eyes and ears open for them. And I feel like I'm noticing them more now than ever, and that's really special and really fun. I was gonna sit down and like write out the differences between having 1 and 2 children, but the difference between having 1 and 2 children is sometimes you don't have time to write things down. And that's okay, and you just sort of run with it. You definitely realize how much you don't need. Like the second time around, I'm realizing like you just need a couple of outfits, and you need some diapers that fit. He just needs mama's milk. He likes a chew toy. And there's not that much else that he really, really needs besides love and besides good food and a healthy environment and activity. But it's so easy to give a baby that without giving them stuff. And we've gotten rid of, I would say probably half of the baby items that we got with Joseph, and pretty much brought it down to like, he sleeps in a pack and play because Joseph still sleeps in the crib and I wasn't about to buy another crib. He sleeps in a pack and play in the guest room. Really kind of just cycles through like 3 or 4 of the same outfits because those are the ones I really like and that are easy to put on. I have a playmat that he really likes called Love Very. It's like one word, but it's Love Very. And it's a wooden and cloth playmat, and it's got like little Montessori inspired toys on it, and he loves that. And that's really been like the main baby things that we've used. We've gotten rid of our exerciser, we've gotten rid of our baby bathtub, we've gotten rid of our 2 bassinets that we had, because I had like a bassinet on every floor in multiple rooms, and multiple bouncy seats on every floor. It was just too much, and I don't need my house looking like a daycare. For people who own daycares and that's like their job, that's amazing. But our home is first primarily our family home, and it was stressing me out to have so many baby things that I really didn't use. I would say that's like a major thing that I've learned having a second baby, is just how little they need and how much they just need you and their family to be happy, right? Also, I learned that every baby is so different. I thought Joseph was a pretty easy baby. He was definitely more needy than Blaze was, but that also might have been because he sensed my own insecurity and my own like questioning of all the things that I was doing as a mama. But Blaze has just been a lot more calm. It's cool just seeing the differences between the babies and seeing yourself grow as you respond to the different needs that your different children have. And it's pretty amazing. It's a pretty awesome ride, and you learn so much every single day. And I know that I have learned only a fraction of what I'm going to keep learning throughout our family's time of having children. And it'll be exciting to see what we learn when we have another baby someday. So God is good, babies are the best, and yeah, that's just a few things that I've learned having 2 babies. This baby needs to be changed very quickly before it all just breaks out. Thank you for watching this video. If you've learned something that I didn't mention about having your 2nd or 3rd or 5th or 7th or 1st baby, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!